Hello, I'm the Cartoon Gentleman, bringing you organized chaos. Hey kids, do you want to watch an episode of My Little Pony where Rarity acts like a total snobby bitch? You didn't? Well, neither did I! But that's what they gave us in Sweet and Elite. The episode starts off with a bit of exposition from Rarity as she's in Canterlot to pick up some new fabrics. She decides to express her gratitude by making Twilight a real nice dress for getting her such a sweet room in the Canterlot Palace. But unfortunately, Rarity doesn't seem to be getting along with very many of the other high-class ponies. So she wants to show them up by making the fanciest dress she could for Twilight. Oh no! 2 ponies actually insulted you, Rarity? Well, who cares about the fact that you have connections to the royal princesses? Who cares that you're best friends with their prize pupil? Who cares that you're one of the saviors of Equestria? The fact that these 2 snobby upper crust ponies decide that they don't like you automatically must mean you must declare war! Hurrah! Of course you'd say that. Well, as Rarity's leaving in a huff and a puff in order to blow some bitch's house down, she accidentally runs into the pony to know in Canterlot. Namely, Fancy Pants. What's wrong? His name is Fancy Pants. Oh, just grow up. I'm sorry, it's my immature side. His name is Fancy Pants. That's hilarious. The pony to know in Canterlot is named Fancy Pants. That's hilarious, isn't it? It's not that funny. Oh, come on, it's a little funny. Well, after casually mentioning that she was staying at the castle, being a personal invitation by the princesses, Fancy Pants realizes that Rarity might be a pony to know, and decides to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to invite her to my box in the Wonderbolts. And so, Rarity takes him up on that offer as they watch the Wonderbolts perform in a Wonderbolts derby. But when Fancy Pants bets on a pony that Rarity bets against, he discovers that she actually is of an interesting quality. And because of this, she's a pony worth knowing. And this begins her decline to bitchiness. Well, she gets into a whole song and dance number about how she's some pony to know, when in fact she really isn't some pony to know. Well, I like her enough, but again, she's not some pony to know. The princesses are ponies to know. Fancy Pants is a hilariously named pony to know. Her friend, Twilight Sparkle, is a pony to know. She has connections, but she is not the pony to know. But admittedly, it's a really nice song, I gotta admit. Yeah, I know I complain about her turning into a total bitch, being the whole, oh, it's all about me persona, but it's a nice song. I'll knock off a evil point for that one. This is awkward. So, after realizing that Rarity done goofed, and not making the dress in time for Twilight's birthday, she decides to hit the tracks early in order to have enough time when she gets back to Ponyville to make the dress. Right as she gets invited to something else that is apparently the party to go to of the year. Rarity decides between which she would rather have, status or friendship. She chose status. And thus we get the Liar Revealed storyline. Oh, you don't know what that is? Well, let me tell you. See, when a character lies, at the very beginning, everybody believes them, but then the lie slowly gets built up over time, and eventually it all comes crumbling down and they're forced to tell the truth about what happened. Well, that's this episode's second half. We've seen it a million times, we know what's going to happen. But for the sake of argument, let's see what happens. Well, Rarity makes some hogwash about Opalescence being sick, and so Twilight and friends show up at her doorstep in order to consult what's wrong. So Rarity is, of course, trying to make her lie seem more real, by, of course, trying to make her lie seem more real. But when it's seen that since they're already there, they decide to have Twilight's party right next to the garden party where Rarity is supposed to attend. So naturally, she plays the, oh, I'm over here, now I'm over here, now I'm over here, now I'm over here game. Which, of course, leads to Twilight and friends realizing that she's playing both teams. You will not stop me this time! No, you are not doing this one! You did it! I'm gonna play on it! No, get out of here! Now! Well, when it's eventually found out that Rarity has been going to both parties, Twilight is actually pretty chill about it. In fact, she actually commends Rarity for trying to make contacts in order to sell more dresses. Which... it's actually pretty damn adult of Twilight to be doing this. Honestly, I didn't actually see this one coming. Yeah, I actually saw it played out more like this. You lied to us, Rarity. You said it was all about me, but instead it was all about you. You abused my friendship. How could you? No, Twilight, I made a mistake. I must correct this by... what's the generic thing to do? Oh, right. I'm going to make a fool of myself to make amends. After I give a friendship speech. Yeah, something like that. You bitch, I'm the one who gives friendship speeches! These little hand puppets we made are starting to gain a life of their own. Well, Rarity gains some more humiliation and punishment as the two parties decide to merge into one, as all of Rarity's contacts see the type of people that Rarity hangs around with, including Twilight's awkward dancing, Pinkie Pie being Pinkie Pie, and everybody else just acting like they normally would. Which, of course, Rarity realizes her mistake and confronts the consequences, in which Fancy Pants is also really chill about it. How come no one is giving consequences to Rarity's actions? That kind of ruins the point of the whole liar reveal scenario. There are no consequences to her actions right now. Ugh. But truth be told, I do like this episode. I do. Honestly, I do. I know I've been ragging on this episode one way to another, but it is actually a really nice episode. A really good Rarity episode. And Rarity would be the type that would place her own status among her friends, because Rarity is sort of the girly girl stereotype of the show, which, surprisingly, there isn't a lot of. But Rarity is a good enough character as a whole to pull that kind of archetype off, while still being redeemable. I just wish there were some sort of consequences to her actions and... You bitch! I'm the friendship speech giver! No! I'm the Cartoon Gentleman. I brought you organized chaos. That'll do. That'll do. Lesbians! God damn it, old man!